Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Leslie. If you haven't been here before, you wandered across my little corner of the internet. Today is Happy Mail Day and 3D Print Day and Clean Up the Craft Studio Day. All kinds of days today. So let's just dive right in. So, Happy Mail today. Let's start with it came from Spellbinders. I'm so happy to say that. I took a couple of months off of their kit in order to organize what I already had, you know. It was hard to keep up when more stuff kept coming in. So I just took a little short break, but we're back. And this is their deluxe caboodle. You're going to cringe when I say this. I cringe when I say this. It is 130 US, so for us in Canada, it's a little more. But you get 3 die sets, the hot foil kit, the wax seal kit, the better press kit, the stamp and die kit, the stencil, a 2 and 3D embossing folder, the monthly bonus item. So there's a lot of value despite to fulfill the price, let's say. So let's start with our embossing folder, and this one would be the 2D. And I'll show you the back side simply because it is the one in color and much easier to see. I love their folders. They're a great size for embossing. This one is the Autumn Breeze. If you want to order separately, these are separate clubs, okay? And so you could order separately if you didn't want everything. Now this one here is the 3D folder, and it's called Patchwork. For those of us who quilt, it would make a beautiful, beautiful card. For those of you wondering, it's to create backgrounds for A2, slimline, 5x7, and of course much more, with a 5.5 by 8.5 folder size on both of those. So those are the two of the embossing folders. And then we get to the glimmer of the month. I really like this one. It is called Gilded Weave, and there's 3 hot foil plates in it. So there we go. That is what you are going to get. I will show you the front. So the verses are Boo to You, Sweet Soul. Yes. And Stay Cozy and Spooky. Isn't that nice? Let me tell you, there's a little weight to this plate. I really like those, and we will be using our Better Press to play with them. And now we're into stencils. I'll set this one aside. This one is Acorn and Oak's Stencil of the Month. I'll turn it over, and it actually contains 5 layering stencils. So where you see each different color, it's easy to do because they are layering stencils. Okay, so that was the stencil of the month. Oh, for those of you wondering, it is a 4 3/4 by 6. And then we come upon the large die of the month, which is called Acorn Acres. I think this is going to turn out to be one of my favorite fall dies. Look at that. I love this little house. Oh my goodness. In fact, it's got me wanting to look for an acorn house to make on both my laser printer and my 3D printers. So this one has 26 dies in it. Of course, if it says large die of the month or die of the month in any of the month in any form, that means you could order just that as a club instead of ordering the whole caboodle. Now we are on to the Better Press of the month, which is Sketchy Hexy. Oh, say that 10 times fast. So there we go. Sketchy Hexy, and it's all full of hexagons. And it's 3 press plates with a die to cut them out. And it says, "This is me thanking you and sending autumn cheer." So there we go. I love that. Now we're on to the wax seal of the month. And this one is Twilight Hoot. And when you order the deluxe caboodle, you also get some wax. The wax is 4 different colors, must have wax bead mix. That will be going on a card. And yes, I will make cards with this stuff as a video. Now, with the glimmer of the month, where did you go? I know we saw you already, but you also, which I forgot to show you, sorry guys, get the paper or the hot foil, and it is aluminum. That is going to look awesome in aluminum. Okay, now we are on to, that's right, there's still more, the small stamp and die of the month. Or sorry, let me put that back. Small die of the month. And this one is Harvest Magic and contains 17 cutting plates. I just love the way the cat comes out of the pumpkin with the little pumpkin hat on it. This one could be a lot of fun. And let me grab this one with this one, because this is the clear stamp and die of the month, and they are called Autumn Whim. And the first one I will show you will be the clear stamp. There is 7 clear stamps. And the verses are, "Little fall charm just for you. That made my day, thanks. Have a charmed Halloween. Hope your night glows with magic. Hope this season wraps you in comfort. And may your fall be full of quiet wonder." Don't you love those? I love that they include fall, because a lot of things focus on the Halloween, the Thanksgiving, well, on Halloween and Christmas more so. But this you could easily use for Thanksgiving cards too. And there is the matching dies. And I love, love, love when Spellbinders includes the cutouts for the verses. For me, that is one of the best parts. So there is that one. And now, last but certainly not least, there is one more, and it is the stitching die of the month, and it's called Stitched Pumpkin Tops. It contains 14 cutting dies. That is so awesome. Those are going to look so great. And you know the best part? If you didn't want to use them as pumpkin tops, you could, because it's separate, use them just as flowers. You don't have to add the pumpkin top because it's separate down here. And the saying in this one is, oh boy, gourd gourd as in pumpkin gourd just. So there we go. So that is 11 items. Okay, well, that's 10. I will show you the 11th here in 1 second. My freebie of the month, what you get with your club. And it could be different, okay? It's sometimes They don't have enough of one for all the orders that they get, so they change it out. But mine is this one, and it is called Autumn Whim Stencil. And I love it. It contains 2 layering stencils. So you can do the nice and different layers and get all the effect that you want. So that is the freebie of the month, bringing us up to 11 items. So it is well worth the money if you can afford it and you're an avid card maker, or maybe you're an avid scrapbooker or some kind of maker, you know, the backgrounds. If you just do couple of separate clubs would be great. But that's not all going on in the studio, of course. I am going to move this down to the floor because I want to bring this up, and it is big. Ready, guys? Oh, here we go. This is also going on in the studio. 3D printing. Fortunately, one of the 3D prints from my S1 did not make it, but my A1 bamboo did a gorgeous print of Jack Skellington, if I'm saying that right. I have not seen the movie. Shame on me. I will watch it this year. And a miniature poodle bust, because my miniature poodle is under the desk, but he looks like this. He's got the fluffy ears and the pointy nose. It's just him, except that he has a bit of a white patch here, but that's okay. So these came off of the machines this morning. Let me have a look here. Jack Skellington was from 3D Flexi Forge on Patreon. And the poodle bust is from Maker's World and was by Mr. J. So like I said, Jack Skellington came off of the bamboo A1. I did enlarge him. Let me check the paper first to be sure that I get it right. I'm just going to move this out of the way. I want to make sure that I give you the correct measurement. So when you look at it, he was just under, or he was approximately 3 inches. And what I did was make him 5. He does have the flat back. So if you have enough experience, you could turn him into a magnet, because you could make an insert and then drop them in and have the machine close them over. Or you could, of course, just add one and have a nice magnet for the fridge. He is a flexi, so that's great. So for him, I would give him, he's got a few little spider webs, but those you just use a little blowtorch and get them off. So I would give him a 5 out of 5. He was fun to make. In fact, he might get a partner, because I'm going to look and see if they did the female version. I can't, Sally, I think her name was. And then, of course, we have our poodle. Now, let me get this big plate out of the way, and I will show you our poodle. And you will notice a few strings hanging down. Those can be taken care of just by turning this upside down, grabbing with this, and removing. It is just that simple. It was where the supports were. So I just have to get a good enough grip on them, and I can pull them right off. No issues, no concerns. It takes me a minute, but I get the job done. And for this one, once I remove those, he's in great shape. He did come off the Kobo 3 Max, so I would give him The supports are a little tricky, so 4.5 to 5. I think I would take a half off just because the supports can be a little tricky to remove, but I understand why they're there. All right, guys, so that's the studio today. 3D printing. I have some more to load. It's now time to start making families' birthday and Christmas gifts and getting things ready for other sales and to get my cards done. Oh, every year the season sneaks upon us. I will see you on Friday, all things being equal. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye.